either side. I will just say, when the president said give no quarter, did he give a lawful order to the military to give no quarter, or was it just a tweet or something that he said? Did he give anybody sitting at that table a lawful order to give the enemy no quarter?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Did either of you interpret any tweet, message, talk on TV, anything else? Did you interpret that as the right for you to give the enemy no quarter?
No, sir.
No, because it's hyperbole. It means we're going to tell you everything necessary to win this war and nothing more. I now want to talk to you, General Anderson, about the Buckeye H-3 Delta platform that's reportedly flying in AFRICOM. Is the data being collected actual and used today in AFRICOM, SOCOM, and other places around the globe?
Yes, Congressman.
The platform does pretty well in working in with other platforms that we have to help build a picture, a common operating picture for you in AFRICOM. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. Admiral
Subscribe,
Cooper,
God bless you. What's up, fellow patriots? This is America Truth Channel, your no-holds-barred source for America First Truth, exposing the deep state and defending our military from leftist weakness. Today, we're reacting to this clip from the House Armed Services Committee, where solid Republican Representative Trent Kelly from Mississippi is straight-up pressing a DoD official. Are you doing everything possible to end this Iran war as soon as possible? Folks, in a world full of globalist cowards and Democrat appeasers, this hearing cuts to the heart of what real leadership looks like under President Trump. As a right-wing patriot who's watched America get pushed around for decades, my take is clear. This conflict with Iran was necessary, it's delivering results, and ending it on our terms, with Iran crippled and no longer a nuclear threat, is exactly what America first demands. Let's break this video down, react live, and deliver some unfiltered patriot analysis.
And I recognize the gentleman from Mississippi, General Kelly.
I thank you, Mr. Chairman, and I thank the witnesses for being here. I just, at some point, the politics has to stop on this committee. When they say, kill them with kindness, take them out, 86 them, blow them away, nuke them, destroy them, that's hyperbole. When President Trump says that, it's an actionable term. It's either one or the other. It's not both. And to use it when it's convenient politically is not right for either party, for either side. I will just say, when the president said give no quarter, did he give a lawful order to the military to give no quarter, or was it just a tweet or something that he said? Did he give anybody sitting at that table a lawful order to give the enemy no quarter?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Did either of you interpret any tweet, message, talk on TV, anything else? Did you interpret that as the right for you to give the enemy no quarter?
No, sir.
No, because it's hyperbole. It means we're going to tell you everything necessary to win this war and nothing more. I now want to talk to you, General Anderson, about the Buckeye H-3 Delta platform that's reportedly flying in AFRICOM. Is the data being collected actual and used today in AFRICOM, SOCOM, and other places around the globe?
Yes, Congressman.
The platform does pretty well in working in with other platforms that we have to help build a picture, a common operating picture for you in AFRICOM. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. Admiral Cooper and General Anderson, how significant is the difference between having a forward deployed ARGMU already in theater versus relying on a swords force arriving 7 to 10 days later?
So the ARGMU plays an indispensable role across the 20-plus mission sets that it has. We see the value, as we sit here right now, enforcing the blockade. They're playing a predominant role in that enforcement.
And I want to talk a little bit about oil prices, too. There's been a lot to do. In June of 2022, the average U.S. gas price was $5.02 a gallon. $5, which is much higher than it is today. During much of the previous administrations, not just Democratic, it has been higher than it is right now. But now it seems to be an issue. I don't like high gas prices. I think consumers do not like gas. Do you feel like your military objectives and your political objectives are doing everything they can to end this as soon as possible to get those prices down, even though they're not the highest they've ever been?
Yes, Congressman.
I also want to talk about, I heard one of the further members talk about us lifting sanctions on Iranian oil. During the early days of the Ukraine operations, did we not lift embargoes over Russian oil to allow them to fuel their war machine? And in fact, did it not allow them to create more weapon systems and manufacturing to go after Ukrainians than all of the aid combined that we gave them as NATO and UN and everyone else? Did not the oil revenues that Russia was getting, because we allowed them to flow it into Europe, was it not greater than the amount of aid that we gave Ukraine?
Congressman, I haven't done a side-by-side comparison, but certainly the Russian oil revenues are, it's a huge part of their economy, huge revenue, and they benefit tremendously from that and can turn it into war-fighting capability.
And Admiral and General, as a combatant commander, do you feel more comfortable with the U.S. being an oil and energy exporter rather than relying on foreign sources, many who are not our friends, having to supply us in order to conduct combat operations?
So access is always important, and the quicker the access and the more direct is always the best. And if it comes right from America, that's simply the quickest way to get it. That's great.
And in my last 35 seconds, just very briefly, how important is the state partnership program across both of your regions?
Congressman, I think the state partnership program is the greatest strategic investment we've made as a department since the Cold War, and it is absolutely critical to our force projection and our engagement on the continent.
I halfway agree with you, but also I met in training those foreign leaders here at U.S. schools. That's also pretty important. Wouldn't you agree?
If you stand for a strong military and no more forever wars that benefit everyone except Americans, smash that like button and subscribe. Right out of the gate, Representative Kelly is spot on. He calls out the hyperbole in politics versus the real-world action President Trump takes. When Trump talks tough on Iran, destroy them, take them out, it's not just talk. It's policy. This hearing comes amid ongoing operations against the Iranian regime that started escalating in early 2026. Patriots, let's remember the truth the mainstream media won't tell you. Iran has been the world's leading sponsor of terrorism for decades. They fund Hamas, Hezbollah, the Houthis, groups attacking our allies and disrupting global shipping. They were racing toward nuclear weapons, chanting "Death to America," and threatening our troops in the region. President Trump and his team didn't kick the can down the road like Obama with the terrible Iran deal or Biden with his weakness that filled their coffers. Representative Kelly is asking the tough questions a true conservative should. Are we maximizing pressure to end this conflict quickly? Because Americans are feeling the pain at the pump with higher gas prices tied to Middle East instability. That's real leadership, holding the Pentagon accountable while supporting the mission. Watch this. Kelly ties it directly to everyday Americans. Do your military objectives and political objectives align to end this as soon as possible to get those prices down? Brilliant. Under Biden, gas hit record highs, energy dependence grew, and Iran laughed all the way to the bank. Now, with Trump back, we're hitting them hard. And yes, there are short-term costs. But patriots understand. Short-term pain for long-term gain. The DoD official affirms they're working toward that. Good. But as a right-wing patriot, I say we must stay vigilant. No nation-building, no endless occupations, just decisive strikes that dismantle Iran's nuclear sites, missile capabilities, and terror-funding networks. Representative Kelly also wisely brings up the hypocrisy of lifting sanctions on adversaries. Remember how the left wanted to ease pressure on Russia or Iran in the past? That only funds their war machines. This isn't about ending the war tomorrow at any cost. It's about victory. Iran started this escalation with attacks on Israel and provocations against U.S. interests. Trump responded with strength, just like he did in his first term with Soleimani. Weakness invites war. Strength deters it. The left and some isolationist voices cry, "Forever war." But patriots know, ignoring Iran doesn't make the threat disappear. It makes it worse. potentially nuclear. From my perspective as a dedicated right-wing patriot, this hearing shows the difference between parties. Republicans like Trent Kelly are focused on results, accountability, and American interests. Democrats? Many are already undermining the effort, pushing resolutions to restrict the president or crying about civilian harm, while ignoring Iran's human rights abuses and use of human shields. President Trump's doctrine of peace through strength is working. We've seen Iran's proxies weakened, their economy strained, and their nuclear program set back. Yes, gas prices fluctuate. That's the global market reacting to uncertainty. But compare that to the alternative, a nuclear Iran threatening Israel, our greatest ally, and eventually American cities. No thanks. We don't want endless wars. America first means no more blank checks for foreign entanglements that drain our treasury and blood without clear wins. But retreating and letting radical Islamists dominate the region isn't peace, it's surrender. Representative Kelly gets this balance. Push the administration to wrap it up victoriously, not prematurely. The DoD must ensure rules of engagement protect our troops while achieving objectives. No more Vietnam-style restrictions or woke military policies that prioritize feelings over fighting. Our military is the greatest force for good in history. They deserve the tools and support to finish the job against Iran. Patriots, this moment is critical. With Trump leading, we're reclaiming American dominance. Representative Kelly's questioning reminds the bureaucracy that Congress and the people demand efficiency and success. No more forever wars, but also no more naive isolationism that leaves us vulnerable. My valid opinion: support our troops fully, back decisive action against existential threats like a nuclear Iran, and hold everyone accountable for quick, honorable resolutions. The radical left wants us ashamed of power. We say use it wisely for America. What do you think? Is Representative Kelly right to push for ending the Iran conflict fast, or should we go all in until total victory? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Keep it respectful. If you love America first, strong borders, strong military, and strong leadership, like this video, share it with your fellow patriots, and subscribe for more raw reactions and truth-telling.